But I'm going to put chairs for the people. So I know what they do.
What does this mean?
We wrote every point to one hill. And then you go to the other hill.
So what'd you do first?
So I had to take the 15, take the 5 out. And their 10 was 10, so they would each go to 10. And then if I didn't put this and the 25, they would each be 12. So then I knew there must be one more, so they must split it in half.
You're going to be my third share. Okay?
Okay.
Perfect. Keep working, Miss Avery. I'm waiting for you to have some. Keep thinking.
Read the question, because I see you've
Okay.
written
What are
another
you thinking?
question here. What is the question you're trying to answer? Read that.
So how many cherries do they have? How many cherries do they have to share?
Each child gets the same number.
How many do they have to share? How many are they sharing?
Each child gets
That's correct.
Tell me the problem you're owning.
25.
What are we trying to figure
They're
out?
sharing 25 cherries. So how many cherries do you have here? So you have 13 here. How many are here? So how many is that all together? Are you sure? Double check your work for me.
So don't worry about erasing, because you still have all this space here. How can you figure that out? Is there a way that you can draw a picture or write words to figure that out? All right, use that right there.
Did you use your cubes to solve it?
I'll come back, okay?
Why is it being complicated? So then what? So how are you going to use it all up then? Okay. Okay, let's try that out. What'd you think, Mr. Miles? Do I want any left over? We don't want this. What are we going to do with that left? So they're going to each get 10. But what are we going to do with this? We have to do something with them. So we don't want them to go back to
Okay.
bed, do we?
I love how you explained it with your words. Is there a way you can draw me a picture that shows me how you got your answer? Okay,
So
come back.
show me that. Good, I like that. Show me that and I'll come back to you, Miles.
Speak up. I see a number here. What is this number telling you? Okay, can you show me how you got that number? Okay, show me how or draw a picture on how you get that number as your answer. You can use numbers, words, or a picture. Think about how you got the number 7. Okay, you may come back. Okay.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense because 25, if 5 is
3 and then 2. They won't give the same amount.
Oh, very interesting. Can you show me how you figured that part out?
Okay, so how many do you
And then we can go from there.
together?
Well, see, I counted 10 at each. 10, 10,
And how many does that make?
20. Each one gets 20.
Okay, so count them
And
again
then
one more
this
time.
one gets 2,
Make sure.
but this one gets 3.
Okay, what's that?
Okay.
That's what's 50.
Right, so how would we solve that problem so that each one will get the same amount? What could we do? Is there a way that we could solve the problem that each friend would get the same amount of cherries?
All I was thinking of is another friend to come around me, and then that friend just ate one cherry.
Okay, so
Hey, that does solve a problem, but that friend isn't in this problem, is it? There's not a third friend, right? So, let's think about this for a minute.
so if they each get
Think about some of the strategies we've been
count
learning
how many are together.
lately,
Count how many are all together.
okay? And see if there's something we can do
What do you
to that extra cherry to help each friend get the same amount. Think about it. I'm gonna come back.
Okay. So these are the groups. Okay. Then what?
I added them all together.
Is this equal 25? See if that equals 25. What did you do, Miss Lily?
There is no answer.
What do you have on your paper, Miss Lily?
No answer. No answer. I know it.
What are you thinking?
I know it.
How many cherries? How many more do we have?
Ooh, I like that. So you said that I'm gonna make these groups of 5, and then you. Where did these two groups? What about those two groups?
This is
So this is for someone and this is for the other one? Okay, and then this, what happened right here to that group? Why did you draw a line in that group again? Explain that to me. So these went to one person, these two went to another person. But what happened to that one?
I know it now.
Oh, it did. Why'd you do that? Okay, so there wouldn't be enough for both of them? What do you mean by that? What wouldn't there be enough of?
How many cherries do you have? How many do we have to share?
I really like the cookie there. So you said there wouldn't be enough for both of them. What would there be enough Okay, so there's 25. So how many does this friend over here get? Oh, okay. So are you thinking about how you're going to cut this group up? So if 13 go to this friend, how many go to this friend? Does that work out? Can they both get 13? Can you show me that? And see, and check it to make sure that it matches your groups of 5. What do you think, sir? Hold on just a second. I'm coming back. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'll be back.
Okay, why did you do 30? Okay, so you were saying these were your sticks of 10s, like we do? Okay, and so then you said that these are your 25. Now what are you going to do? How are you going to share those 25s? What do you think? Maybe. Okay, try that. Let's see what you think. Okay, did you figure it out?
They cut one in half and they line them up.
Okay, so how much do they get all together? So I like that you figured out about this one, right? So let's give me a hard time. But what about all the other, what about these five?
You gotta get that.
Are you sure? Figure out about all the other parts. I'm glad you figured out the one, but we gotta figure out all the other ones, right? Can we turn over your paper and you try that? Okay, show me. And then show me how you're gonna do it. I like that. Oh, I see. Okay, so what'd you say here?
And then because it was split when there's half.
So wait a minute, did you give this friend 13 and this friend 12? Did you change? What are you changing? Okay, I'll come back. Look at your representation. All right, Miss Addison, are you an expert on this?
25
Okay, what do you think?
together.
Ooh, did you say me, her, me, her? Okay.
I have to
Mm-hmm. How'd you get that? How did this help you?
14. Wait, 13. And then she'll have
Think of how you're going to split those from. You're on the right track. Think about
Does it? Figure that out. See if figure that out. Okay, what do you think?
I have 25. I shared with a friend. How many do I do?
Well, did the problem say we can add more cherries so that each one gets the same? It did?
Okay, so just tell me
No,
what
it
you do
didn't.
with your cubes.
So we have how many cherries? And you just said that
How did you get
one
that?
friend's going to get 10 and the other friend's going to get 10, right?
So I
10 and
thought
10.
it was
And then you have 5 extra cherries.
Mm-hmm.
What can you do with those 5 extra cherries so that each friend gets the
Will
same
you cross that out so I
amount?
don't get confused?
If we have 5 cherries right here, how are we going to throw them in the trash? Miss Jacobs said they have to eat them all. They can't throw them in the
So
trash.
you had 13 here and 13 here?
Cherries are really yummy. You don't want to throw them in the trash.
Okay.
So what can we do? I mean,
Okay.
they're individual cherries. What can we do with those cherries
Okay.
to share?
Okay.
Okay, so each has 2. Go ahead and write that down. And then how many cherries do we have left that we still have to figure out what to
Okay,
do
so
with?
each friend gets how much?
So
Okay.
you just said,
All right, you're gonna be number 2.
how many do they have to start with? You said one had 10 and the other one had 10, correct?
All right.
So they each have 12. How many cherries do we have left over if each of them have 12? Actually, 1. Okay, so they have 1 cherry left. Is there something we can do with that 1 cherry so everybody has the same amount and we've used all the
All
cherries?
right, let's see it, Steven.
Is there something we can do with that cherry? What can we do with it?
20. They each get 10.
Okay. Okay, and then what?
Then they each get 2.
Okay.
And
Great.
then they split 1.5.
Great. I love how well you thought of that.
Can't throw it away because we gotta eat it. But who gets it? And how do we make sure that nobody gets more than the next friend?
Are you doing on number 1?
All right.
Do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. All right. But would that be fair? Because one person would get an extra cherry. It pretty much not. It wouldn't be fair. You want to be fair, right? Go find another cherry. Did it say we could go get an extra cherry? No. So what do we do? How do we make sure that we each have the same amount of cherries? It didn't say we could buy one more.
What did you say you were gonna do?
There's no more at the store.
Oh, so you only have these. Okay, so this.
Think of a strategy we've been learning about.
Oh, these are half. Okay,
that we might have to do to this cherry so that each of us have the same amount. Think of a strategy we've been learning about recently.
7, 8, 9, 10. And then you took these
17 workout.
and you cut all those into halves, right?
17.
Then you said
So if one person had 17, would then the next person be able to have that same amount?
this half went where?
Draw your picture. You've got your 10 and your 10, and you've said that each friend could get 2 more. So each friend would have how many?
But what about to you?
10, and then 2 more is 12. So can you write a friend and a friend, or draw a picture of a friend and draw a picture of another friend, and write down the amount of cherries each one of them have?
Okay, so
Write that
you
down.
had 5,
And then write that extra cherry down here at the bottom, and then let's think about it.
right? So now
Do that and we'll talk about it.
can you count your parts of cherries, or we just count them right now out loud?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So how many parts do we have?
10.
Okay, so then when I look down here, can you show me where those 10 parts went? Where did you share those 10 parts?
Oh, now
Ah, okay, so share those, because I really want you to share that. That's a good thing.
I know what.
Hey, Lily, can you change yours to a 4?
Make 10s.
Thank you.
10s. What you got there, buddy?
Okay.
Smiles on heaven.
Interesting.
Who has the extra cherry? Is it fair if one person has an extra cherry? How about you take that extra cherry and put it out here, and let's think about that extra cherry.
Okay. All right. So I want you to think about that when Brooklyn's sharing. Because I think you are trying to do something very similar to Brooklyn, and Brooklyn got
You're right. 12 plus 12 is 24, and we have how many cherries that we have to split up? 25. So if we put this cherry right here, what could we do with that cherry so that each friend gets the same
crowd
amount?
pleaser. Okay, listen to our work. All right,
If we split it, how much is going to go here and how much is going to go here? 12, 12, but what about that one that was split?
How many parts do you have here?
Okay, so how much of that cherry is going to go there and how much of that cherry is going to go there?
Let's not split that one in half yet. Can I erase that?
Write it down.
Erase that. Okay, you are so close. Can you leave yours right there? Again, and cut that half off. Okay? We're going to talk about yours. Lily, you're going to be 3. We're going to talk about yours at the end, okay? Yes. All right, everybody, if you can put your pencils down for me.